go. Um, Facebook. Frick. And dun dun dun. Oh crap. Huh. Okay, good morning everybody. We are live. Good morning on YouTube. Good morning on Facebook and good morning on Easy Webinar. That is the private trading platform for members. Now, the first thing I want to announce is we are trying to get to a number. We're in the 400s. I want to get us up to 500, bring in like a fresh new set of voices to the chat room. I don't care if you're a beginner. I don't care if you're an intermediate. I don't care if you're an expert. The more the merrier. So you can actually join for 6 months right now. I've never done it this low for 11.11. The link is somewhere down there. It says Breakout Ellis Island 11.11. So that's 0.059731 cents a day. It's pretty good, and pretty sure you'll make it back on your first day. The $11. Times 10. There's actually, yes, there's a full refund if you don't make 10 times your entrance fee in 10 days. Um, but yeah, we have that going on. We are going to be expecting a call from Tony Hedges later on. He won't be with us in the open, but he will send me his top picks. In the meanwhile, couple interesting things going on in the news, that's for sure. We have these corporate consolidations don't stop. It's actually quite interesting how high up these things climb up, like the food chain. Um, Ameritrade, not TD Ameritrade. Ameritrade was a company started by a man that was the CFO of the firm or the COO of the firm, Andrew Garrett, that I was working for. He created Ameritrade, and then TD bought it out, made it TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade picked up Scottrade, and then now, um, whatchamacallit, now Charles Schwab wants to pick up TD Ameritrade, and because of that, the stock is up. I think like 25%. TD, what's their ticker again? TD, TD Ameritrade. I mean, this is not anything I'm interested in trading today because we don't know how the talks are going to end, but the talks are happening. They are in negotiations right now. So anything can happen. Here's the deal. Charles Schwab is a bigger company by far. Their net revenue is something like 58 billion. They hold more in assets. If anything, TD Ameritrade's the smaller tech company. Their revenue is like 28 billion or even less, and they hold much less in revenue. So that's why Charles Schwab would be taking over TD Ameritrade. I think it's the move right now. The CEO is resigning this year. Their company actually seems like it's in shambles. Like if you call their customer service, they've been like ridiculous lately. Ridiculous. Just very unrespectful is the word, you know? Just and they didn't used to be like that. So I think changes are coming. People know they're losing their job anyway. I would not doubt that this deal goes through. But what's odd is TD Ameritrade stock and what's TD Ameritrade stock? AMTD, thank you. Um, and Charles Schwab are both up. So Charles Schwab customers are happy with the deal as well because Charles Schwab, they have a pretty basic platform. They don't have the tools like Thinkorswim that is made available to uh, TD Ameritrade customers. All right, we got about a little less than 40 minutes till the open. So here's the deal. We're just gonna look at some small caps first. That's normally what I like to do. Let's look at Schwab real quick. Schwab. Charles. Anybody know Charles Schwab? Put it on the line. Unfortunately today, I don't know why that happens. I don't think I'm able to see um, the comments on YouTube unless I go to the actual YouTube page. Yeah, I want to be able to see all the comments and all that stuff. Unfortunately, there we go. I could do it that way. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's do a small cap search, and then following that, we'll do like a mid cap, large cap, search. But these are definitely two, Schwab and Ameritrade are two you want to keep on your watch list today. And I am on Facebook, right? Yes, I am. Beautiful. All right, and I'll be able to see your messages there as well. Comments. Good morning, Diane. Or is it Brian? Hmm. All right. The glory and the beauty of Trade Ideas. They have upgraded this software so much within the. You don't see it if you're like using it every day, but they have upgraded this software so much. This is going to be bought out by a company very soon if they want to sell out. I don't think that. Yeah, they would all sell out. I think every company knows, you get there when you sell out. Like, Mark Cuban was a billionaire because he sold out to Verizon or AT&T or AOL, whichever one it was. All right. Looks like our leading gapper for the day is HEPA. Let's talk five finger strategies. If you're not familiar with the five finger strategy, I'm gonna bring that up right now. Five finger strategy. All right. So typically when I'm looking for small caps, I'm looking for these stats. Okay. Between 90 cents and $12, up more than 15% in the pre-market, float less than 40 million. Volume must be at least 10% of the float in the pre-market. Stock must be up for a reason, good news or earnings. And then I usually like to see a kicker. Okay, kicker could be stock has incredible news, like FDA 3 passing of a drug, mergers and acquisitions. keep an eye on TD. Um, Results on drug trials, large business deals, and then technicals as well is really important. If the stock shows strong technicals, like it's staying above the VWAP, it's above a pivot point, it just hit a 52-week high, that's also amazing. So if ever anything meets the kickers and the five-finger strategy, um, it's gold. It's gold. I wouldn't think twice. All right. So far, we're looking at the volume today on this. Let's look at the gap. It's up more than 15%. It's up 72%. Okay. The technicals look amazing. It's pretty much above the VWAP line all morning. Uh, the volume is definitely, it's actually literally half the float, and the float is way lower than 40 million. The lower, the better. This is a great stock, has great potential. I'm curious to see what um, artificial intelligence has picked out as its price target. So I'm gonna just take a quick look at that. I'm also kind of counting on the market going down today. We've seemed to hit this top, and job numbers and I forgot what other numbers came out today, and didn't really make a move. But the market was predominantly negative. Um, Now it's like it's flat. It's right at that level where it could dump at the open. I'm kind of thinking it's gonna dump, and well, my reasoning for that was they were saying that there was a statistic that came out with the impeachment, and it was like, oh, 75% bad towards Trump getting impeached or something. I was like, wow, that's a big deal. But then, like this morning, it just totally flipped, and he got exonerated, and that reminds me of the other statistic, that 80% of statistics are not true. So don't listen to statistics. AMTD, wow, it's number 3, and then there's Schwab, it's number 5 on the list. These are definitely two to keep an eye on. Charts, flex grid, no, yeah. AMTD. I'm just gonna keep this over here for now. That way we can get this show on the road. Schwab, I definitely want to add on here. SCHW. SSI is a name you commonly see popping up. It doesn't have much volume. I'm really not intrigued at all. You click on it, not much movement. I mean, but now TD Ameritrade's in second place. All right, HEPA is moving pretty strongly right now, so I really want to know what's going on with HEPA. And I want to see what artificial intelligence thinks its target will be. Let's see, HEPA. Okay, no target picked out yet. Doesn't matter, we'll find our own. I like to know the entrance and exits when I get into stocks. Oh, it looks like I can see the comments. Yes, Jamal. Hello. All right, good. So I could close that. All right. Hmm, hmm. Okay. HEPA. Let's take a closer look at HEPA. All right, let me give us more chart space. We don't really need that. Yeah. Okay. HEPA daily tie up. Okay. Anytime I see the daily biotech pulse, this is a pump and dump company. They just contribute to pump and dumps, and I get very skeptic. I just seeing that there's a likely chance this will dump out the gate. Could pop, but don't forget this is going to dump by the end of the day. I mean, the bookmakers, they have to balance it out. The market makers have to balance it out. So if it's going to shoot up, they're going to balance it out. I'm getting in some bids, some orders from Tony Hedges. So we'll look at those in a minute. Um, yeah, this it looks very strong. It's for the most part above the VWAP. Got this little burst here. It's up. Why? Why is it up? On cirrhosis drug news. What about cirrhosis drug news? Um, Preclinical study of liver cirrhosis. Okay. It's got potential. It's not amazing news. Let's check the technicals. Let's check those out. So let's go ahead and let's check out the technicals. Yeah, PayPal bought Honey this morning. I use Honey. It's like a point slash, it gives you the discount code thing. I mean, this corporate consolidation takeover stuff is just ridiculous. And then when we have the next recession, depression, whatever it is, it's just gonna get 10 times worse. Um, but let's see, pre-market quotes. All right, most of it. Wow. Okay. Believe it or not, yeah, this is a very advanced stock, is TD Ameritrade, but we'll get back to that. And on HEPA, we just want to find out the technicals. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up HEPA. I don't think HEPA is gonna do anything, honestly, but it could be a great play. And I've been trying to be more conservative in my trading lately and not just jumping into. I mean, because I know when a stock is gonna go or take off. Like I know. So I no longer get in on the maybes, which would make for a very boring program because there's been weeks where I've made one trade, but it's brought up my portfolio like 10%. So uh, if that's all I have to do, then oh no, I screwed up. Give me 1 second. Okay, predefined range. Okay. Basically, what we're finding out right now is if HEPA is a buy. Is it a buy at a certain price? Um, we shall see. Um, if you're watching me on Facebook, I would appreciate if you could share my video. Or if you're watching anywhere, if you share my video, I do appreciate that. And I do see who does it. All right, so let's take a look at HEPA. HEPA, we know now, is at about 4 something. It's at 434. It has a support at 380 and it has a range top at 559. So that's a great spot. it doesn't meet all the qualifications of the five-finger strategy, but I would like to have bought this down at around 380. It may pull back down to 380. It may pull back down to 390 or even $4. I think all of those are good buys. But I'm not going to take this one personally. I'd rather still simulate it. So we're going to go ahead and put this here, HEPA, and so I'm going to put a bid, and let's just check the pivots on this as well while we're here. Whoa, wow, wow. Yeah, look at this, 350 to 514. Um, yeah, yeah. This one can move. I would watch it at the 514 mark. All right, so it's a maximize sell. So we know that 514 is a possible reversal point. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that line there. We know that 538 is a possible reversal point slash breakout point. If it breaks 538, it's okay. So we got those 2 points marked off. And I'm going to put my bid 358. It could go anywhere between 380 and 358 is a good place to put bids. So I'm going to go ahead and the correct way to do this, since we know there's a pivot point at 358 and the bottom of a range at 380, I'm going to start putting in all throughout that area around a limit order. I'll put 300 at like 390. If it goes to 390, it'll go to 380. So I'll put that there. And then it goes down to 358. So I'll put another at 364. And then I'll put another at right at the pivot, 360. Buy. So if that pulls back enough to that point, that would be great. But we also don't want to miss a great play here. I'd also, because it could go as high as 514 or 538, I would also put a player in on this, a stop buy order for 300 shares above the highs. So if the highs is 434, I would do that very low, though. I'd only do like 200 shares on that because I do believe this is going to pull back and hit targets. And I would say go ahead and fill those targets on the pre-market. So I'm going to send that one out because I like HIPAA. I see potential in it. Yeah, it's pulling right down to our pivots. It's beautiful. It's great. So I'm going to go ahead and you know what? I might take this one. I just want to see what Tony has as well before I jump in anything. Uh, but so far, this is my favorite of the day. I love it. I'm going to send out a text alert. HEPA. It's hard to say it's my favorite when it's the first one I looked at. But it's the first one I looked at for a reason. It meets my qualifications. So entry point is 380 is good. 380 bid. 370 bid. 360 bid. I think you're better off with the. I'm just gonna give him the 380 bid because I'm fairly certain that's gonna hit. Pre-market or after. All right. Stop loss on this would be below that pivot level, which was So let's see what artificial has the stop loss, because they had a stop loss put in. The artificial intelligence had the stop loss on this. That's a swing exit. It's not a stop loss. So I'm not gonna use that. Um, I'm gonna make it a 390 buy. I don't want you to miss it. And yeah, we don't have much time, so this might take off right out the gate. Here we go. I'm gonna do three buy limit pre-market or open and put stop buy order at 436. Target 510 to 538. Alright, I sent that one out. Yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna break. This might not pull down as much as we would like. Although there is, even though it's on an angle, a head and shoulder formation kind of happening here, hopefully, and that will pull it. You know, humans are repetitious, so if they see the head and shoulders, it might pull it down. If you have this pop and it can't break the previous lows, that signifies a weakening in trend. So might pull it down to the entries that I like. Now let me just make sure on the sim I have that order in above. Yeah, so looks like it's going to be a stop order fill. Stop. All right, there we go. So potentially massive trade here with HEPA. So that's that. Yep. See, it's got that shape kind of forming there. We got Tony Hedges on the line. Let me go ahead and pick that up. Hey, what's going on? Okay, I'll call you in 2 seconds. Bye. All right, so we can get Tony Hedges live. It's gonna take me a minute here to. Okay, he's gonna have to be on speaker. So you guys, please, if you could let me know how it's coming in. Um, like, cause he's not. I can't do it through the headset. Okay, I got it. I got it figured out here. Test, 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 test. I'll close that down, and I'll call him. I need to change the mic on this. Properties. HD Pro webcam. Test, 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 test. I gotta turn the TV off. On YouTube, can I get a sound check? How's that audio coming in? Please. If I could please get a sound check, anybody? And then I'm surprised you noticed that, T-Bags. Alright. Now I'm going to change the audio over here to mic source
Communications. Test, test, mic check. Test, test. Mic check. Can I get a sound check? Sound check, sound check, sound check. I'm gonna go ahead and look. Sound check, sound check, sound check. Oh, okay, I know the issue. Sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check, sound check. Sound check. Okay, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. On HEPA, stop loss, I would say honestly below 350, so like 349, because it could go a little bit below the pivot, but if it's going to break that 50-cent psychological resistance, then it's toast. So 350 is a great stop on that. All right, so let's call Tony Hedges up, and let's do that right now. For those of you that don't know, Tony Hedges, he worked, well, actually, he works at a firm right now, but prior to that, he was working at a hedge fund as a hedge fund manager, managing $2.5 billion in assets. He's been working on Wall Street, different firms, different jobs, different positions, for over 11 years. He is a master trader. Okay, he essentially still works for a firm because the firms want him and they give him huge bonuses to sign on, but he really doesn't have to. He could basically just trade and invest, really trade and invest for a living. But let me call him. Call him right now. Now the way it's set up, I know the voice is not the best. I don't know what that was. The voice is not the best, but I think you will be able to hear clearly. Also, another one I'm looking at today, NUAN. Great potential here. It looks like it already pulled back. Not to my buy price though. I wanted it at like 1720. It might not go that low. But this is a 1720 buy, 1820 sell, around that range. Let's call Tony. See what he says. Huh. Let me just see YouTube real quick, make sure the sound is okay. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna call him right now. It looks like we're ready to go. morning, Tony. Thank you for joining us.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't miss trading at all. I don't miss trading. Today I'm looking at that CPRT. I'm gonna go for 88.50 bid on that because I don't think it's gonna open up at 90. There's a low tick in the office here. Probably 88.50. And when I catch it at 88.50, I think the stock can actually go to like 90, 92, $93 worth of pounds.
What's that ticker? What's that ticker?
CPRT.
CPRT. All right, I have it on the monitor. So you said you think it'll go where? Where's it?
Probably, probably like 80, 25, 88, 50 bids on it.
Okay.
And yeah. Yeah, 88, 25, 88, 50 bids on the stock. Now, once again, if the stock opens at 90 and the bid is 90.30 by 91, I'm taking 91 stock because I think this stock could go like to $100. Or the first range at least 94.75, but that's not the case right now. So I'm just looking at it right now. The MUAN, I would have a 1710, 1720 bid. The only problem with that, it's already almost $18.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's too
It
high.
completed its range on the way up, so I'm not really crazy about it. I also like this PRQR. PRQR on an 810, 815 level. PRQR. I think the stock in a couple of days from now could go to $10.
Okay. All right. So we got 6 minutes.
Okay, now I just got another one on my watch list right now. I just got to research. This is what happens when you've got these stocks that come on your watch list. And where's HALP trading at? Oh,
I'm having what? Say it again. I'm having a little trouble hearing you. That's all.
right. HARP. Where's that trading at? HARP. Because
H
that just came on my ticker right now.
HARP.
Yeah.
Let me see. It is at 16. It's at 1550 right now.
1550.
It gapped up, not on earnings. Looks like it gapped up on news, um, medical news.
I'm just brushing through the charts
But
here.
we got 4 minutes, so let's. I want to get some trades. Like I want to get some exits and entries that I could plug in. So I got all the stocks that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I
put.
like this HARP here at 1550. I think the stock, if it opens at 1550, I think the stock could blast through and go to like 1750.
So HARP 1550
Yeah.
if it opens.
Yes, on the open, HARP. I like this one too. No, it's not 1550, it's 1473 by 1510. So
It's
my
down
hands
to
are
1509 right now. Just dropped.
yeah, yeah, it's not really that, I just saw that. It was 1550, just gapped down on it. So we're sticking to, MUAN is 1075. CPRT we're sticking to.
CPR.
CPRT at 88.50. I think it's a good bid on that. The way it looks right now, it's 89.60 by 89.83. Once again, it's 4 minutes left. If this stock goes to $90, we got jumping in the stocks here. We got PRQR. Once again, PRQR at 810, 815 bids. PRQR.
PRQR at an 815 bid. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's do that. 815 on PRQR. Let me put out that alert. Create. I mean that. Let me put out that text alert. PRQR. Why does it keep disappearing, these things? It's so annoying.
CYUD gapped up again. I love that PRQR. There's really no risk in that stock. If you got that stock at 815, 820, I think the stock could go to $10 today. I think there's no risk in the stock. The stock is, I think it's very, the CPRT, I like it a lot. I'm watching it once it gets to $88. I'm not buying it on the open. I'm going to slap an 88.50 bid on there. Hopefully I get filled. And she turns around and goes over $90. Looking at about 88.50 on the stock. Bid.
Okay. All right. Let me adjust that. Give me 1 second. What's the range on that PRQR real quick? What's the target?
8 to 975 foot. 8 to 975. 8, 810, 815 to 975.
Oh, that's a freaking huge range. Right there. That'd be
Yeah,
a nice.
I think it could go to $8 stock. As a matter of fact, you could actually buy the stock on the open. You could buy it on the open.
Right now it's at 805, so definitely will fill on the open.
Right.
So I didn't send out that alert yet on CRPT. We are doing this one. CPRT. 88. What is the bid?
About 88.50 bids.
88.50 bid. And what's the target?
Probably back over $92, $93. But once again, if it opens at $90 and they gap the bid in the offer, we have to jump in on it. We have to be quick and jump in on it because this stock actually go to $100.
Yeah.
Because as of now, it's 89.60 by 89.89. I'm not too crazy about that opening price on it, you know? Anyway, in rent high, and it's only $1 range. I'm not too crazy about it. There's PRQR, love it a lot, $8, $8.10. Now you gotta watch PRQR, it's $7.80. This is where you gotta be a good trader. You gotta watch the bid, it got down the bid. So we still monitoring it. We want it to open at $8 or above.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So HEPA is.
PRQR, $7.96.
PRQR.
There we go. CPRT is selling off at 89.01. 89.02, 89.70. We just sold off on the CPRT.
Yes, I should be getting filled on all of these, but I'm not.
There you go. 88.55 bid on CPRT.
Okay, 88.55. That was literally my bid. 100 shares. Let me show you something real quick. I'm going to try the pullback options play on CRPT because it's got a nice healthy pullback. Okay, I got filled on PRQR. Roku is taking off like crazy again. Unridiculous.
I'm in the CPRT. I'm in CPRT right now.
I didn't get.
I'm paying 89.69. I paid 88.60, 88.75, and I got 89.69. I took the offers out. This stock's going to break $90, guys. CPRT, we got to get in on this, guys. This stock's going to go to $92, $93.
Yeah, I just got in on that one, CPRT. I didn't get the fill though at 88.50. Um,
Well, you gotta pay a little more. You could have bought an 89.60, 89.70, 88.70. You could have bought all those prices on CPRT when I made it. And I'm in PRQR also here. I think PRQR. Where's HELP? That one I'm off. HELP I'm off on it. PRQR, I have a lot of size in PRQR. I just bought 825, 830s, PRQR.
oh, I didn't get that one out. Okay.
I just bought more
I got
CPRT.
filled on
I just
HEPA.
bought more. I
Ow.
just bought more CPRT. I mean, I bought more CPRT just now.
You're only in CPRT?
I'm in CPRT and I'm in PRQR.
Oh, this is good for an entry here. This pullback. Or no.
This PRQR, I got late this PRQR here. I'm in both stocks here, PRQR and CPRT. That's what I'm in.
You hear about the Charles Schwab TD Ameritrade merger today?
Yeah, I saw that stock up. My hands are off on that. That CYOD is still $1 up. The gap up on that one. It means the PRQR and CPRT. Both stocks I'm in. You should have got filled on both of these stocks, guys. It was very easy to get in on them. You can still buy PRQR. It's still easy to get in on it. Once the stock breaks 90 CPRT, I think it goes to 93, $94.
There you go. There goes CPRT. Starting to move. I got hold on. I gotta change up your volume because you're coming in distorted. Give me a sec. You could talk, but we can't talk at the same time. Go ahead.
Okay. CPRT and PRQR. That's what we're in, right?
Yeah, that's taking off like crazy, CPRT. Um, Let me change this. I'm just fixing your audio, that's all.
We're in a different range on this stock. This stock will go to $100. The CPRT should go to $100 within days.
Within a few days, it should go to $100. CPRT right
It
here.
could go today. It could go in a few days.
Yeah,
So you should be up. It should be up about $3 on the CPRT.
yeah. How the market's doing?
PRQR still waiting for development here. Once it goes to 45, that's gone. CPRT is going to $93.
I hope you're 93, right? That's a good target.
Yeah. PRQR just got the bid. 841. If they go 45, this stock will be gone also.
Yeah, I got in at 815 on that. So, what's a good target on that one there?
moving, take the first range, 890, $1 from the low. I use $1 from the low, making it trade. That's don't have the range. The CPRT is in the 5-point range, which was the $90 to $95 range. The $95 to $100. If it breaks 95, this going to 100. We are leaning across mid-range from 90 to 95. We still at a 91.73. This stock is still going to $93, the CPRT. And PRQRs in the 2-point range, we just went up a blink above the 2 points. This stock should get at least 990. And 890 should be at least the first range on PRQR. And the CPRT, I'm looking at it at, should go into at least $93, $94. I hate when these small stocks do this. They gap the bid, they drop the bid. Here's your entry on NUAN. My hands are off on that one. I'm not interested in that one. I don't care if it goes up. It ran up already $1 from the bottom. You know, I'm not looking, you know. PRQR 856, folks. We should be up already 40 cents on that to 50 cents on that. We got all the time in the world to buy 810, 805 on the PRQR. We hit a price target on NUAN to 1720. Like I said, it wasn't really $18 or it might just go out. Not really that much big range on the NUAN. I gotta stick to my PRQR and my CPRT.
Yeah, PRQR is doing me well, and CPRT, that's the only things I'm in right now. Roku is looking amazing.
There you go, we gapped up on PRQR, new high on PRQR here.
I'm also in a stock called HEPA.
The CYADs keep on moving up also. PRQR should go to $10 within days. If not, like I said, 890, 895 should be your first range exit point. You should make over 80, 85 cents on that. PRQR 860, 868. CPRT 9040, 9061. We're $1 off the highs. This stock could easily blow past the highs again and go to 93, 94 and change.
Woo! PRQR is looking really good. I'm not sure I put that in on the text alerts, but woo! Look at it now. It's about to hit 9.
Put a 940. Put a 940 sell on that.
940 sell. All right. Oh, I did text that one out. I did. So that's a 940 sell on PRQR.
We break 9, put 930, 940, sell on down. We break 9, the range is $6.10. It takes 70 cents below the range. We should hit that. Both trades were big winners. CPRT is still going to go. This PRQR still, I believe, is going to go. NUAN is stuck down here in the range.
It's down in the bottom of the range. Yeah, that's right at the bottom of the range. That's a buy right there.
Yeah, right at the bottom. It's a buy, but I'm not touching it.
I'm gonna use the simulator on it. I like it right here. 1728.
CPRT is getting fixed again. CPRTR breaks 896, the stock's going to like 930, 940.
1720. It's sitting right at that line. What's going on? The market must be dumping. Yeah, I need the market to dump. I'm actually shorted. I shorted in the market last night because I read this whole negative article on the impeachment thing. Turned out he got exonerated. Ridiculous.
Watch the CPRT, it's bid. I just took a little step back. We're both great winners today.
Watch its bids. I mean, yeah, this is a great trade. These are all both good winners.
Very big, very easy to get in. Still in them. If they're going to have another one up and down, each trade you should have got at least 80 cents on one, if not a dollar coming up, and the other one $2.50 to $3 profit. We called that bid very nice at 50, 55 cents. You see that? Stock
That was the perfect call on the bid.
Still believe it's going higher than CPRT. Still believe it's going to break the highs of the day. We're in the 5-point range. We haven't crossed the 5-point range. What do you think of this AMTV right now? Right here, right at the bottom here.
What'd you say?
AMTV.
AMTD, I'm watching it. Yo, you think it's gonna pivot right here? It could pivot right here. I like it. I like what you're thinking. Hey, turn speakerphone off for a second and put the phone to your ear, like just so I could hear the difference in clarity.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. You hear it?
Yeah. It's about the same. We gotta get you like a little. I know you go to like. He does his business while he trades. Like he'll walk around, go to Starbucks, do whatever. So we gotta get you like those ear pods, those so you get a nice mic, so it doesn't get muffled.
I took some MUAN here.
I did take some NUAN too. I just sent out an alert on it.
I just took some MUAN here. $17 an ounce. I'm willing to lose a little bit.
You mean $18 you're out? Oh, you mean $17 you're out, like stop loss?
Yeah.
That's what I said too. I said 16.90. Yeah, 17. All right, so here comes HEPA. A lot of my people got in HEPA. This was my favorite stock of the day, HEPA. I think it's gonna go.
I just took some AMTD here too.
AMTD. That's actually smart. I agree. I think that's a good play.
I think the stock goes back to 49.70.
AMTD. I'm gonna do an options play on that trade. AMTD. Let's see. Let's go out a little bit because I'll go. Wow, these barely move. They have no gap in here.
There's AMTD. It's built in the upside here.
AMTD could also freaking dump if they're not doing the if they don't do the thing.
The real price of AMTD, I'm going to give everybody a great entry here. If you guys want to interested in buying AMTD, like a huge entry here, I'm going to tell you right now where to get in on this. It's ridiculous. 43.75. If this stock dumps to 43.75, it's a super buy on the day.
Yeah. So, MTD, ERG. So if a great buy on a mirror trade is 43.75. PRQ PRQR pissed me off. Everything popped up for a minute and then came right back down. I should have took a base hit, man. Should have took a base hit.
Yeah, you know, in stocks, like a lot of these stocks this week, they go up the next day. Look at ARAZ. We hit 999 on ARAZ.
AR.
No, I'm sorry. No, this one was the one we said yesterday, the small one.
It was like a HEZA, HEZA, or what was it?
Oh, KNSA.
KNSA?
Yeah, we're just waiting for it to pop up again, KNSA.
KNSA. Popping
You
up
know,
now.
that stock will go to 950, 970 in the range. In the coming days, it's going to do that.
Fuck. The market.
I just bought more NUAN. I just loaded up on NUAN.
NUAM. That's what I'm in. Right now. NUAM. There you go.
1729, 1721, 1722.
NUAM. Yep, that was a good play.
I think the stock goes to 1785. I'm out.
1785. I think you don't think it'll complete range. Nothing's completing range right now.
Well, 17 completed range will be like 1801, 1802.
Yeah.
So I was on this AMTG here. I just added more to this too, AMTG right around here.
Let's take a quick look at the artificial intelligence. See what's being traded right now. MGNX.
I understand this AMTG.
Macy's.
I just added more NUAN here.
Where's my scanner? Alright, let's see. What looks up? What looks good here? I'm freaking colorblind. I can't tell the difference. HMY. HMY. DocuSign. Check out DocuSign.
USCU?
Huh? Yeah, you can look at them. NUAN is looking really good. Huh?
AMTG and NUAN.
Yeah, those are the only two gapping right now. I'm in both of those. I'm thinking HEPA is going to break its highs by the end of the day. It's got to go over 437. It's right now sitting on its support. It just needs a burst in volume. Where's the money going? That's the question. Or is people just not putting money in? So the market's down.
What about that KRTX right now?
Down. Dumping today. Dumping would be a great short. It's at $90. I'm gonna make your voice a little clearer. So just give me a second. Copy. You're 93, right? How did that happen? Alright, so I'm gonna make your voice a little clearer, Tone, because you're coming in a little blurry. So it's gonna take 2 seconds.
Alright.
Let's see. So if you're on Facebook, please go to this link here. This will take you to YouTube. And it'll be coming in clearer over there. How do I comment?
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, please go to that link. There you go. And same thing. Easy Web I'll leave on, but you know that you'll be able to hear Tony. Yeah, otherwise you only hear my voice and me responding to Tony. But let me see if I can even get it up and running now. Alright. Yeah. So, hey, Tony, now you can speak.
Yeah.
Oh my
You guys hear me
God,
good? You hear me good?
so much better, so much better. You guys can hear him way better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Fortunately, we have to. Oh man, TD, what happened? All right, come on, TD, come
Yeah.
on. I think the whole market's going down. Is that why everything's being dragged down? I'm hoping for the market to go down. Market just reversed to the upside, so it's gonna start popping up, but it only goes to 311 and then comes down. So I don't know what this market's gonna
Tec-
do.
technically, we should have been done with those trades. Those trades were ideal. We are done by like 10. Today we should have been done before 10 o'clock, way before 10 o'clock. We had the bid on that one. You're taking 250, 3 points. You should have been done. The other one, you took about 75 to 80 cents on the other one. So you should have been done on that one. And the PRQI, I think in coming days should go to like 9 and change. You know, if you're up 2 points, you're up 3 points on all these trades, you should just take them. You
Yeah,
know, I
you
mean,
take when
I
you're
think
happy. The target when I say target, I'm giving you like my max possible reach. But you gotta have your own goals. If you're happy, if you got $120 and that makes you happy, take it. If you got $2,000 that makes you happy, take it. You know, you never know what the market's gonna do.
it's all about your funds. Like what fund, like your funds. Like what do you like? What could you afford to do? Could you afford to take the extra risk, or could you afford to take? There's nobody out there making points in this market. I'll tell you right now, making dollars takes days. Somebody buys a stock and you make $1, $2. It's gonna take you about 3, 4 days. And what's the technicals on that? There is no technicals. We are momentum trading. I'm spotting momentum stocks that are moving right now, that are like gonna move right now instantaneously. And if you make 2 points or $1.50 quickly, take it. You made 80 cents. You buy 2,000 shares at $1,600. Take it. You made 70 cents. It's 1,400. You know, for people who don't have a little bit of money, I'm also giving them small stocks, $8 stocks running 70, 80 cents. You know, you could go on margin and buy 2,000, 3,000 shares. You're making yourself $1,400 to $2,100 on the day. Now, my way of trading is the same thing, but my risk is higher than everyone else's.
What do you mean your risk is higher? I don't think it's higher.
I, 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 I could stay in another stock and go for the range, or I could stay in and go for an extra point, an extra 2 points, you know.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I know how to get out of them. And I know I'm going in with sides, so I know how to get out of it because I'm technically fast getting out of the position also. Because mechanics comes into play, you know. But if you're up 60, 70 cents on a small price stock, that's 10% based on the price. Just take it. If you have all
Yeah,
the time in the world to get
absolutely.
out on it. If you got all these stocks, you have all the time in the world to get out. 2 points, $2.50 on the big price stock, and 70-80 cents on the small price stock. Momentum was there. I spotted it. You got in. You take it. You get out. You make money on it. All the bids were perfectly drawn up there. The bids, you know.
By the way, NUAN, you got a cup and handle forming. It's going to take off. Also, my top pick of the day was HEPA. I liked it at a pullback to around 380. It pulled back, stayed at that level for quite some time, and now take a look at it. You think it could go up to 5?
Yeah.
This? Yeah?
Mhm.
I don't know. It's got a very low float. That's the only thing in our favor. So the fact that it's getting hundreds of thousands in volume, the float's 3 million. There's only 3 million shares of this stock available. I mean, it's been bought and sold out. It's spit up and chewed out. Fucking, I don't know how many times already. Excuse my language. Us New Yorkers, sometimes we do that, but we realize it sounds ignorant. So we try not to. Let me see what. I'm gonna take a look at the artificial intelligence. By the way, guys, if you are signed up with the Trade Ideas Pro AI little test drive, like I was fidgeting around with this thing last night and like the configurations, and this is incredible. I technically am not allowed to like show. They say you can't stream AI, but I think I can show it. But anyway, yeah, this thing is incredible, and I don't know what I just did to it, but I don't like it. I just screwed it up somehow. There we go. DocuSign. So I want to take a look on the AI. I want to see real quick the moves I'm in. What BPTH is taking off? If BPTH is taking off, you get in that. BPTH was a stock, Tone. I know you don't follow them. They're like the stock's that cheap, but it was like I think like less than $1. But then obviously you saw right when it shot up to 72. This was like a
Yeah.
year and a half ago. I feel like when that happened. I'm waiting for Lululemon. Good earnings play. Vepa's at the top of the list here, so that's good. The action is heating up. Top of the list is HEPA, so that's very, very good. The volume is 13 million and the float is 3. This thing is got some action to it. Yeah, this is about to blow. So if you were able to stomach it, I got filled on something. We're at 440. Wow. All right, so we broke the highs on HEPA. Broke the highs. I'm waiting on PRQR to come back up.
We have that NUAN looks bit up.
NUAM looks good. I think NUAM is going to hit highs. It's going to break. The highs of the day is 1783. I think it's going to blow past that.
Remember one thing. Everybody, what I do is I do old-fashioned way of doing things. Every pick I give you, write them down, and next to it, I put B for bid, and I have them on my market watch every day for the week. I take them off every week. I take them off because I can't fill up the market watch because I have like 15 to 1 stocks on there. But watch them the whole week next week, these plays, and see, because 90% of all these picks that I give, because they're earnings-based picks, because they have good earnings, we trade off of earnings gap trades, because they're companies that make money and report every 3 months. You'll notice they repeat themselves 3 months from now. There'll be another gap at a higher price going higher. So write them down in the book, and if you're with me still, within 3 months from now, they'll report it again. Most of them repeat themselves. And you'll be like, I traded that one again. You'll be like, well, we traded at $80. It's $150 now. 90% of these picks that I'm giving you, investments, they're great investments. They
Investments,
always
yeah, they
make money.
always are.
They always go higher. You know? Or for those who just want to build portfolios and buy 100 shares and tuck it away. And because some people say, what do you buy in the market? These are the ones you buy. These are the ones that have earnings. They have earnings, and you just buy 100 shares, and you build positions throughout the whole year. You put them away, and by the end of the year, you just sell your winners. You just hold your winners and sell your losers. You wind up making tons of money because earnings, they report earnings every 3 months, and the earnings just keeps on going up. And their guidance also, which is key, keep going up. So most of these picks are also great investment plays.
That's true. It's very true. The system that he has, like he said, it's basically about finding where a stock is when it's at its bottom, when it's got the most, I can't think of the word right now, but when it's getting popularity, so to speak. So it's at a low point, it's gaining popularity, and it's got a high point that it's got to go to. You know what I mean? So
Right, they
sometimes,
make money. These companies make money. These companies don't. These companies are future stocks that make money, and they're not going bankrupt. They're not like the dot-com eras where you're buying and you're trading off points. You're trading off numbers. You're trading off of technicals. They're earning plays. So there's a lot of information in doing these trades. I have no idea what they do. I do not care what they do, but I know that they make money. And they're positioned to go higher, and they'll be positioned to go higher within days and weeks and months, and in the pre-market and the after hours to get that big gap up when they report the earnings, and it'll repeat themselves. They just repeat themselves. Once you're in this business, you'll be like, I traded CPRT 3 months ago. I traded this about 3 times this year. And this stock, back test them, go back to when they were gapped up, because you'll see all the gaps throughout the year on them, and you'll be like, he must have traded it this day, he must have traded it that day, and you'll see it on the chart that's the chart that I did trade it that day. They just tend to go higher and higher.
mm-hmm.
I like to build my money this way. Some people like to build their money where you just buy 100 shares or 50 shares of each position and have like 20 or 30 positions and then see what happens throughout the year. That's also a good trading style. I mean, for those who don't have time to do this, they could do that and they can make money. Or someone who just buys one position, holds it for 3 months, sells the position, and starts another one. Because we used to have a guy in the office that used to trade like twice a year. And that's all he did was trade twice a year. And he made a lot of money also. Everybody's got different styles of doing it. This is my style. I like to be in the action every day, technicals, and the most I would hold is like 2 to 5 days. 5 days will be the most I would hold the position. And, like the CPRT, the stock could go to $95 still. right? Once it closes above 90 today, and it's in the range of, hasn't completed the 95, the 5 point range, so it should go to 95 within days. If it breaks 95, the next channel will be 100. If it breaks 100, the next channel will be 105, 110. Before you know it, 3 months go by, the stock gaps up. It's a $130 gap. You're like, well, I traded this at $90. And in 3 months you made 90 points on it. You made 30 points on it.
It's unfortunate, and I'm not happy to say, but we're about to see all these stocks take off right now because the market just reversed. So it was downtrending, now it's uptrending, and I think now you look at NUAN is up, Ameritrade is up, HEPA is up, CRPT is up, the PRQ is down, PRQR is down still. But this looks like the reversal here. You got to see if it breaks the VWAP.
PRQR, you could have made 80, 85 cents on that.
I know. I should have took it there. I got greedy. But
I made $1 from the small. PRQR, who's to say it can't go back to $9?
It probably will.
It hasn't completed its range yet.
Yeah.
PRQR, the range was $10. It's nine. Technically, what's a 9? You know, they could sell off $1 and come back. AMTD just sold off $1 and came all the way back.
See, AMTD, they think
almost $1 and came back. You know, CPRT sold off $2 and change, snapped right back to $90.
Let me tell you something though right now though. If we have a market kind of like correction, stocks like TVIX are like $7 right now. That's insane. TVIX was like in the hundreds. Now it's like $7 for TVIX.
I'm looking at this stock that came on my radar, and I'm looking at the candles on this stock. It's a candlestick. It's a TLTFF. They have 2 big candles on there. I think this stock could blow out of here and go to like.
Hold on, let me pull up the chart on TLTFF. TLTFF. Okay.
I know it's not that much volume, but I'm looking at the bids and offers on it. The time and sales, the bid and offers on the stock. It's 0.172, 0.18119. I'm buying a load of stock here because I think the stock has legs. It broke on the channel, the Bollinger Bands on my chart.
Wow, look at that. 60,000 on the ask, 51,000 on the bid. Why isn't it filling? It's just nobody selling?
Nobody's selling it.
Is that because you own it all? Why don't you sell these people some shit?
No. I don't know.
I wonder how that PRPCF is doing. I hate looking at stocks these low, don't you though? I mean, you can make you a fortune, TLTFF. There was that guy who basically came up with, I forgot his name, but he came up with the formula of how you figure out if a stock is overvalued or not. You just figure out the value of the stock, its market cap, and then figure out the value of the company, what it's making, or what it's worth, actually. And if one is worth more than the other, if the stock is undervalued, if the company is worth more, the valuation higher than the stock's market cap. So this guy came up with this solution. He said with penny stocks, he's like, you pick the top 100 and you buy them all, and you just at least 4 of them within the year will take off, and you'll make your money. You'll make money. That's his theory, and he tested it, and it worked. I don't know how many times he tested it, but I know he did it once.
You need a lot of money because you got to buy size on these penny stocks. What do you buy? 10,000 shares of like 2-cent stock?
Maybe more. He was a millionaire, so I mean, he had the money,
Right. Instead of him paying the government tax money, that's what he did for a living.
No, this guy was like famous, super famous. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Why I can't find. There we go. All right, so this HEPA is about to break over new highs right now. It's in a beautiful bull flag formation. It's more of a pennant style formation, but let's see. We got to break through that 44.50.
CPIT's coming up.
What?
I'm gonna wrap it up today. I gotta go run around here.
You gonna wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Tone. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you again tomorrow. Tony has a class that he. It's not a class. You do a one-on-one session, a mentorship style program similar to the ones that I do. You'll have a 5-day sit down. It's usually better when it's done in person, but it's a 5-day one-on-one, whether it's through webinar or whether it's through a sit down. And Tony will teach you how he learned what he learned, and how he finds stocks, and how to figure out where it's gonna go and when to get in, and basically he's gonna teach you how to be a profitable trader like he is. And it doesn't just stop with the 5 days. Okay, you get 5 days. That's it. I mean, he will stay with you as long as you need, at least over the phone. You can reach him whenever you need to, for life. Like, once you're his mentee, you're his mentee, because it's not cheap to get in, but it's also actually very cheap when you consider the tuition you're paying and what you're getting in return. I mean, essentially, you're paying like, Tony, like, what do you pay for school? What do you pay to go to college? $400,000 to get a PhD? Well, let me tell you something. Traders that are, well, professional traders make more than doctors. And if you can learn the right tools and what you need to know, I mean, that's invaluable. That's priceless. Well, you can't really put a price on that. It all depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? The price is $3,500. That gets you the 5 days, plus you'll be his mentee. And it's important to know that. And if all you have in your account is $3,500, I don't recommend signing up. It's more for people that have money and they want to trade it, and they just don't know how, and they need a method. That's basically the truth, not to sugarcoat it. You got the month of December to sign up for him, because he's getting something going on, an operation, back surgery. So he'll be home. He can go to his office, whatever, and so that month is what we're booking out. We only got 2 spots, and if you want to reserve a spot on YouTube, there is a link to pay a deposit to reserve your spot. But we will call you. We will talk to you more in depth. I'm trying not to give away too much information over the phone. I mean, like online. But if you want to call, if you're truly interested, just message me on Facebook or on Telegram, or the numerous ways you can contact me, and we can set up a phone call, see if this is right for you, because sometimes it's not right for everybody. You know what I mean? If this is right for you and Tony thinks you could be profitable from it, then he'll do it with you. And I've seen you turn people down because, I mean, similar situation as I mentioned earlier. If you like don't have a lot of money, he's not the guy that's going to take your account from $100 and turn it to $1 million like Ross Cameron supposedly can. This is more like authentic, original trading. Was that correct, Tone? That
Yeah,
pretty much, right?
pretty simple, you know. Pretty simple and everything.
Yeah, I knew the market was gonna dump today, Tone. I knew the market was gonna dump today. I entered that position yesterday. I got a little hurt on it, but now profits are rolling in. We took a massive dump right now in the market. Not sure why. Um, I'm not. That's the only thing I'm not keen on with technical analysis is this formation right here. Let me pull it up. Maximize sell. This formation where it's like a wedge, but it's an expanding wedge. Does it? Yeah, I believe it continues in the direction it came from. So I don't know. But anyway, Tony, I'm sorry. I know you said you got to go, and I'm holding you up. But yeah, thank you so
All
much
right.
for joining us
I,
today.
let me know the feedbacks of other people, what they think of the trades and all that, and we'll be on again tomorrow.
Absolutely, that's great. We look forward to having you and seeing you again, man. And great picks today. We had great picks today. Unbelievable. All right, Tony, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. All right. Bye-bye. Take care, folks. Bye. See you tomorrow.
All right, so Tone's off the phone. Tone's off the phone. Uh, so yeah, no, they really, really were great picks today. Again, Tony likes to wait for these stocks to complete their range, and that's why he'll give target prices that are somewhat higher. Um, but this today's a little unusual. Usually these stocks, hit their range. I mean, PRQR was a great pick. Um, if you sold out at 894, I mean, I've been very successful working with Tony because he shoots for the stars and doesn't mind holding on for a few days. I hate holding on to stocks for a few days. So I'm very good at taking partials, getting out, and scaling out, and that is the way to go. I love this market drop. I'm thinking some TVIX might be a great play right now. Some UVXY calls. That's what I'm in. Like, that's what I'm in. I was hoping we would have a little bit more of a worse day. Um, but I think we're going to see a Dow down 250, 280 day. Right now, the Dow is down around 90. Um, but even CRPT, I mean, I'm profitable on all these, on everything I got in of his, even though I didn't get. See, if I had been paying attention and this had been my real account, I would have took a profit on this. But on PRQR. NUAN, what did I say? Great pick. You could even take profit on that now if you want, or a partial. It's always smart to take a partial. Sell 3/4 of your shares. You got 500, sell 400. It's always better to sell in lots of 100. You get better fills. But with this one, it really doesn't matter. From Sons, it's got the same ask and bid pretty much. How is HEPA doing? HEPA, I am down significantly. And I own a lot of shares. And my trade price is 430. I added a lot of shares. I thought it was going to break that 450. There's no resistance at 450 that I can see, except maybe the top of the VWAP channel. So the only resistance there is completely psychological. It should have no trouble breaking through. As a matter of fact, it already did break through. HEPA is a hold. A couple people sold out. Carpet kind of fell 20 cents, 30 cents, but I still feel strongly on this one. Options on TD Ameritrade must be killing it. Yeah. AVID. See, AVID. CPRT. Yep. Come on. I want to see this market take a tank today. And I honestly believe this market is going to tank for the next few days. Especially tomorrow. We've hit a peak, man. You got to look at things for what they are. We hit a peak. Look. Why did I lose so much on that? The theta. The frickin' theta. Yeah, I'm down about 140 bucks on that. Um, but if I can add, now that I think about it, I should. Where's my regular account? Let's go to which one is the margin? The margin account. Yeah, I'm down about 141. But that all the Dow has to do is go down 50 points and that will change. I'm up 51 on the day, but I mean I'm down. Most of this is from the theta. I had a $50 theta. So if you really subtract, it's like I'm down 70 or 80, whatever, 85. But I'm waiting for this market to tank here. That's what I think is going to happen today and tomorrow. I think we've been, if you take a look at an analytical look at the S&P 500. Let me go SPX because I have no lines on that. Let's take an analytical look at the SPX. Yeah, it's going to kind of stair step down here. We need to get below this level here. That's important. Let's go 1 year, right? So within the 1 year, you have ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. Now we're up, and you can see that that down is just starting. Just starting. And we're at such a pivotal peak. And let's not forget what happens every 11 months. Do you remember what happened 11 months ago? I'll show you. 3 years. 11 months ago, we had that flash crash. 11 months ago, but 11 months before that, there was another flash crash. So we had the flash crash here, and it seems like we're due another flash crash. Maybe. MRTX just popped up on my thing. Let me see why MRTX. Doesn't make sense. Maybe it was an MRTX. MRTX as it was. Oh, this is a weekly. That's why. What was the alert? The alert was MRTX is at or below 91. For some reason, I don't know when I put this alert in, I wanted this to be below, and it just alerted me again. Below 90. I don't remember why. Probably wasn't important. Nuon is definitely going to hit 18. I really think so. Hey, Roku just went positive. So Roku must be Yep, doing its thing. Los Angeles. It's probably some big fancy network watching me live right now saying, we gotta cast this kid, man. Be an anchor on CNBC. Hello? Hello? It's okay. Okay, SBY. Let me see what's going on. SBY is having a pop up. All right, so it's just another like little ripple here. I think that that's a good entry. Well, first let's identify the channel here. Let's go 1 day, 1 minute. All right, so the channel is looks like it goes from here to here, then to the right. The bottom channel is not that important, but it's a little head and shoulderish too, which is good. All right, I can't find a bottom on this thing. All right, so we got a clear channel. Ooh, see? I knew that would have been a good entry. But it could pop to the top here. I don't think it's going to though. Let's go UVXY. Let's go. Let's just go 1 week out. You. Hold on, let me get off the line. 1 second, guys. Oh, shoot. Give me 1 second. Yeah, fucking of course they did, bro. It was amazing. Of course they did. Well, what happened was you weren't coming, so the second I said that, it shows in the chart that like literally this chart was like boom. And then when I said you weren't coming, the chart went down a little bit. So we lost some people, and then you showed up. So we probably a little less volume of people. Oh yeah, okay. Well, we were everywhere today. That was the thing. You said you weren't showing up. So what happened was it was not like you didn't show up. I put it on Facebook. I put it on YouTube. I put it on Easy Webinar. We were all over the web today. All over. But your voice comes in a little low. Like it's just a little low. So the solution to that is essentially you got to get one of those earbuds, man. Because simply don't work. I can hear you hear your comments and that people. You ain't hear anything. You gotta take a plunge. Yeah, that was I know. Fucking that was, you ever practice with TR and TRNT or whatever it was? Yeah. What do you mean? Because the way you size the chart, how are you making your chart bigger and smaller? Oh, depending on your. Gotcha. That's crazy. Right. Huh. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So you just figured this out. You figured so this is like your epiphany for today, or oh, so that's huge. They text you back anything like, oh, thank you. What do you mean? Like they didn't say thank you or oh, fuckers. All right. All right. Well, we're keeping up our end of the deal, so let me look, look. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get talking. Like you said, people in the group. Blow up that group, get that group huge. And once that group is huge, we got volume. See, that's like, it occurred to me this morning, like, okay, so, Charles Schwab is taking over TD Ameritrade because they're going to lose money now that they're giving away the free commissions. But why are they combining? Because now they have more people and there's money in volume alone. Even if you get a bunch of people really cheap, the volume alone of just having that many people, if you promote something, like for example your 5-day thing, your 5-day course, the more people that hear about it, you're likely going to get the event. You know what I mean? No, I'm saying the volume of my group. I grow that. Don't matter if it's for free, if it's for $10, if it's for $20, as long as it's cheap and people get in and we grow that group, then when we want to promote an expensive product, something like A500, there'll be buyers. You know what I'm saying? Hello. Alright, we're back on. Down on UVXY 400. So I'm assuming the market is going upsies. Okay, but we know it's not gonna go past this line. Let me see something here. Damn, back down to 380, huh? Only thing to do here would be to, it broke 380. That's not good. I think that's it for HEPA. TD made a nice move. 2 grand. But actually, I want to have some of these. Well, in terms of when I sent out the text, take a small partial, would have been a great point actually too for an exit. Here's the thing with HEPA. HEPA's still in its range. It hasn't left its range. It's at the bottom of its range. So, that being said, and this is if it doesn't bounce here, it's dead. It's done for the day. It'll have broke the pivot. It'll have broke everything. Let's see, we have HEPA right here. 380 with a pivot on 358. So this could go to 358 and still technically safe. Change the size here. Predefined range, almost 6 months is fine. Let's go like a small chart update. Yeah, 559. Bottom range is 380, 381. Let's go with the bigger chart. 780 update. Yeah, it's 559. Yeah, HEPA doesn't look good at all. You know, if a deal doesn't happen on AMTD, this would drop dramatically. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's hitting my HEPA's filling on those earlier orders. Now 360 is gonna fill. If it hits 360. 360 was the bottom pivot that I'd be willing to accept. This is the lowest it can go. If it goes below 358, it's pretty much doomed. If it goes below 350, it's done. Dunzo. Let's take a look at what the artificial intelligence says. It's no longer on the action heating up page. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so actually they're calling the smart stop at 320. That to me is ridiculous. To hold that long. Yeah, it seems like there's a history of HEPA doing this kind of move. But it went much higher last time it did it. So why is it not doing it this time? What are they playing? LZLMAX. 14. This could go to 4. AI says, oh, this is a short play. Short, another short play. LZB. That's what the artificial intelligence is playing. 16 cents, 18 cents, 24 cents. Let's see. What's its target? What? Barry's playing CGC. Well, it did make a nice move. Oh yeah, look at that. Could have got an 1849 fill and sold. It's interesting. But would you have known to get in at 1850, 1860? Let's look. Nope, nothing here that tells me that. And, oh, yeah, you could see it hit the pivot. And did it break the pivot? The pivot is 2053. See, the artificial intelligence knows all this. And 2053, it broke the pivot. So, strong uptrend, broke the pivot. Potentially a great play right here, right off the artificial intelligence. CGC, let's look. There you go. There's that curve. I knew that curve was coming on HEPA. I would not be surprised, honestly, if it broke the intraday highs with the amount of volume it's getting. See, we hit the top of that resistance line. Boom. And now we're coming down. Well, what I should do is UVXY. I should add some UVXY. Kind of average down a little bit. Now that we're at the top of that range. Alright, CGC. Look at that trend, man. Is there news out? We broke the pivot. It's heading up really strong. Let's go ahead and let's do options on this one. CGC. You know what? No, it's too. The premiums are too high. They're off just getting stock on this one. All right, it's pulling down to 58, 54. I'll take it at 53. I'll take it at 52 too. I'll take a little more. And then the pivot for this is, I mean, the stop loss for this is pretty easy. You could do a with stop order. What do you got? 4, 8, 12, 1,200 shares. An active trader, 1,200. So I would do a with stop order on this one. Let's see what the AI is doing. His profit target is at 21.95. It looks like he doesn't think it could break 22, but he thinks it can go to 21.95. And let me run that by my charts and see if that makes sense. 21, he said 21.95. I don't know. Well, it moved a lot today, and if you look at the candles on this chart, stock has been in a bit of a downtrend, but it seems to have pivoted on the S2. Now it's going up. Will it go from the P to the R1 today? That's probably a 2-day play. So 21.47 is the 50-day moving average. Probably, yeah, that's a good exit. The AI has it at 21.95. Let's go with the AI, 21.95. We'll go 21. We'll do a partial at 21.50 or 21.47, and then the rest at 21.95. Oh wow! See, I would have put my stop in already. We broke below the pivot. Let's see what happens here. It also was an ascending wedge. It was consolidating, and it looks like it had a break down. There seems to be a support level at about 1973. So at about 1976, I'm going to add. Alright, it seems to be using the VWAP line as a pivot line, as a support. So I just averaged here. Let's put on active trader, down 171, down 94, down 200. Here we go, down 68. Uh-oh. I think we broke the resistance. Yeah, now that we broke the resistance, it would be best to